Sussex's $480,000 in debt. Harry begged Charles for money to pay his new home in the UK, but the king refused. The once powerful royal couple, Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, have found themselves in a precarious financial situation, racking up a staggering £480,000 in debt with no permanent home in the UK. According to inside sources, the pair have been desperately reaching out to King Charles III, Harry's father, begging for assistance to pay off their mounting bills. However, the new monarch has reportedly refused to take their calls. But before we continue, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell for updates. It's a far cry from the gilded, privileged lives the Duke and Duchess once led as senior members of the British royal family. After the dramatic exit in 2020, dubbed Megxit, and their subsequent move to California, the couple's finances have taken a turn for the worst. The loss of their lucrative royal privileges, including access to the Crown's seemingly bottomless resources, has left Harry and Meghan struggling to maintain the lavish lifestyle. With no permanent UK residence since being evicted from Frogmore Cottage last year, the pair have found themselves in an increasingly precarious position. Harry and Meghan are in real trouble, a source close to the couple told us. The debt's piling up and they have no way to pay it off. They were counting on the king to help them out, but he's made it clear that he has no intention of bailing them out financially. The bulk of the couple's debt, estimated at around £480,000, is related to the renovations and ongoing costs associated with Frogmore Cottage. The property, gifted to them by the late Queen Elizabeth II, underwent a £2.4 million overhaul paid for by the sovereign grant before the Sussexes moved in. However, when Harry and Meghan abruptly departed the UK in 2020, they were required to repay the renovation expenses. While they managed to pay back the £2.4 million, the additional ongoing costs have continued to accumulate, leaving them deep in the red. There were a lot of expenses involved in maintaining Frogmore Cottage, from staff salaries to utility bills and more, a source explained. Even after paying back the renovation costs, they've been stuck with this mounting debt that just keeps growing. Adding to their financial woes, the couple's also facing a potential £1 million bill to cover the security costs for their upcoming UK visit in September. Despite no longer being working royals, the couple are still entitled to taxpayer-funded security when in Britain, but the costs are proving to be a significant burden. With their finances in disarray, Harry and Meghan have reportedly reached out to King Charles III multiple times, hoping that the new monarch would extend a helping hand. However, their appeals for assistance have fallen on deaf ears. The strained relationship between father and son is well documented, with tensions only escalating after the Sussexes' bombshell interviews with Oprah Winfrey in 2021. The couple's scathing accusations against the royal family, including claims of racism and lack of support, have clearly taken a toll on their standing within the institution. Charles is understandably furious with Harry and Meghan, our source revealed. He feels that they betrayed the family and brought nothing but drama and embarrassment. The idea of using taxpayer money to help them out is just not something that he's willing to entertain. With King Charles unwilling to offer a financial lifeline, Harry and Meghan now find themselves in a precarious position, scrambling to find a way to pay off their debts and maintain their lavish lifestyle. Their lucrative multi-year deals with streaming giants Netflix and Spotify have provided some financial security, but the couple have been facing criticism for their apparent lack of tangible output. There are growing concerns that these partnerships may not be as secure as they once seemed. The couple's plans to visit the UK in September for the first time since the Queen's Platinum Jubilee celebrations have only added to the uncertainty, with the potential £1 million security bill looming. It's unclear how they'll manage to cover those costs. They're desperate to come back to the UK, but this debt's hanging over them, the source told us. They're hoping that the public will sympathise with the situation and that maybe the government will step in to cover the security costs, but that seems like a long shot at this point. As the Sussexes navigate these turbulent financial waters, their future remains uncertain. Once revered as the new face of the monarchy, they now find themselves on the periphery, their royal dreams seemingly shattered by the weight of their own choices and the unwillingness of the institution that they once belonged to come to their aid.